Howdy, howdy, everybody. My name is Brett. Today we'll be taking a look at Psychedelic Porn Crumpets' new album, and yes, that is their name, Carpe Diem, Moonman. And that may be their name, but they're definitely worth talking about. That's why we're here. You've got Tame Impala, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Pond, Tropical Fuckstorm, and of course, Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. And what do these bands all have in common outside of their silly willy names? That is correct. They are all psych rock inspired groups from Australia. I don't know what's happening down under. The desert's cooking something scorching hot, melting people's brains. Everyone's committed to making acid rock down there. I almost wanted to throw Unknown Mortal Orchestra into the mix, but they're Kiwis. Okay, let's separate the two. Very different. Each of these acts having at least some good tunes or records that I have enjoyed in the past, and Psychedelic Porn Crumpets just kind of being the one group I've just historically dabbled with the least in terms of their discography, even though I've enjoyed the brief run-ins I have had with their music. But hey, I've been making a conscious effort lately with this channel and these reviews to just get back into full album listens, and when I saw this goofy Igloo Ghost looking cover, I figured now was as good as a time as ever to finally give this band a real go, and I'm so glad that I did, because Carpe Diem Moonman is just a hell of a fun trip. This band really knows how to have fun, rip hard, and just bring in some solid songwriting chops along the way. There's a ton of great technical play that is showcased right outside the gate with the opener, Another Reincarnation, which is a heavy and speedy opening track with some great hardcore elements, and really these first two cuts are kind of really punchy right off the bat, with the following cut, March On for Pax Ramona. It keeps the energy high with guitars flying everywhere. The drums are just hitting hard, and Jack McEwen's vocals play with the tone and rhythm in a way that reminds me of some of my favorite playful King Gizzard moments. And lyrically similar to King Gizzard, they have a way of weaving in societal themes and observations with a tongue-in-cheek layer of satire. It's never super direct or heavy-handed. They love to just play around with the themes and headspace of something like space rock revival, or just kind of these abstract, your place in the universe, how you observe yourself and your surroundings, those kind of things. It's like the ideas float along with how the sound is itself. They all guide each other. It's very circular and just very fitting for their music. March On for Pax Ramona references that era of peace in the Roman Empire. Like, I'm not a history buff. I didn't actually know what this was. I looked into it, and you kind of get like the vibe they're alluding to when you do have this historic aesthetic, but nothing is super preachy. Nothing is super obvious. They're kind of just giving you that aesthetic, how it meshes with their sound, and like, let's just fucking run with it. And it's cool. I like stuff like that. Also, shout out to the wailing, screechy guitar tones on this track. Those are like ear candy moments for me. Fit super well in the mix, and I actually super love too when this band dips into this like cool down bridge-like moments on the first couple of tracks here. It's very sludgy and thick. These moments seem super metal and badass and just add to the intensity of just the songwriting and the sequencing. Now, what's funny is how misleading these first couple of tracks are. It might be influenced by my exposure to King Gizzard. I thought this would be just a non-stop, relentless train ride of a hard rock record, but then Psychedelic Porn Crumpets pull back pretty quickly and pivot into something totally different, like on a track like Quick Math. This song has more math rock energy to it. I believe the song's title is mocking itself a little bit. There's also some Midwest emo vibes and some absolutely lush guitar harmonics. There's a bit of space and breath in this one, and that classic like yearning, nostalgic tone. Think about American football. Yeah. Think about American football in Australia. Okay. The next song kind of returns to form, though. Weird World Awoke. God, that is an alliteration that hurts my brain and my mouth. This one is just a satirical, well-written rock song. A great sequencing here, builds up nicely and lands with like a climactic chorus. It sort of comments on the absurdity of modern life, and there's this nice vocal effect that again gives it a bit of a mocking, not too serious tone, but this one's kind of fun. It like comments, oh, respect your idols because they went through it in the past. Well, we're kind of just a bunch of bitches that don't know what we're doing, and modern life's kind of a chaotic mess. And when McEwen has to come in and give a great vocal delivery on the chorus here, he does so. I love these lines, and then this moment, the chorus really seals the deal on the track overall, and again, gives it just a great layout, great feel. This is one of my favorites on here. And another one of my favorites is the next one, as the hummingbird hovers, which gives us serious Unknown Mortal Orchestra vibes. Again, Kiwis, not Australia, but it's the same, dude. It's got like this serene, zoned out atmosphere with melodic guitar lines that gently lead into the chorus. It feels like a moment of presence, like being so dialed in with someone or something that you absolutely love, and everything else just kind of fades or melts away. There's also just a lot of room for the instrumentation to evolve here. It's such a satisfying listen. And funny enough, this is the second Hummingbird song. I've only made 2 reviews this year, and already I have 2 standout tracks that revolve around hummingbirds, like on Model Actress's record, the song Acid Rain, which I think have like this coincidental meaning that are quite similar to, where these tracks have like these kind of floaty present tense feel to them, admiring the beauty and simplicity. The next couple ones are straight up vibe checks. The song Scapegoat captures the joyfulness of walking through the rain, getting all wet, but loving life, soaking up the moment, feeling confident about yourself. I relate to this heavy because I love walking through the rain and don't carry an umbrella with me most of the time. I don't know, something about that feeling, especially like warm rain, feels so good. And speaking of warmth, this kind of has like an acid rock warmth to it, and like a hint of sunshine pop as well. It's like a mellow fellow type of feel-good track. And then feel-good turns to feel-good, turn the fuck up the distortion on the amp and the fuzz. We're getting it at you with Incubator V2000. It's like stepping in to like a 2000s or late 90s alt-rock time machine, distorted and raw, overdriven guitars and hums. This track hits just like a one-stroke punch, super crunchy, but still totally badass. And then you got Winter in Parachutes, a slower pace, kind of casual cosmic trip. It starts off with soft acoustic touches, but it still feels rich all around. It's got this vibe like you're searching for something in the stars, or going on a journey through the woods or something, but you're still kind of grounded. It doesn't overbuild, it doesn't rush. It kind of sits comfortably in its own mix, but it's another pacer for the record. And then the final stretch really ties the album together well. Out the Universe pours, falls back into that heavy psychedelic headspace, huge riffs, swirling effects, and some dreamy astral atmosphere. Then Concrete and Cola finishes things off with a more like cinematic scene and tone to it. You hear at the start of it like an alarm going off, someone leaving their apartment, turning on the car, and then the radio in their car, and the radio song becomes like this song, and it's a bright, like nostalgic psych pop track. This one sort of gives off like childhood memories, growing up with certain imagery, like having that peace within your environment or the routine, or just recalling back on how living so simply was kind of a vibe, was kind of cool, and then things get overcomplicated later on. But it's almost a callback to the loving the simplistic beauty kind of thing as the hummingbird hovers, but it's a bit more playful, animated, and youth coded. What I like about Psychedelic Porn Crumpets on this record is just how effortlessly they seem to operate. We know there's some mad scientists brewing on some of the tracks and melodies and riffs, but they all come together just quite brilliantly, and like nothing was ever too hard for them. The balance between like the heaviness and then the serenity makes the album feel like an adventure. It isn't just a one note type of album. You're gonna be going through a little bit of different trips here, but it's all psych coded. It's all like garage rock coded, a little hardcore, a little Midwest emo math rock you'll get in touch with every now and then. There's a little bit of everything for everyone, as long as you're taking a little bit of shrooms. Carpe Diem Moonman doesn't try to change your life or try to unlock the universe, though it jokes about, looking to the stars for answers. What it does is just give you a very fun, riffy, weird record that's still quite grounded when it wants to get a bit emotional. It's all surface level enough that you can leave the shovel behind and relax on digging deeper and just enjoy the natural head rush that comes with this record. They know when to hit hard, they know when to pull back, and the playful but poised songwriting shows a band that's just really in tune with their sound, and I think at this point have progressed it to probably their current peak, I think, in quality of sound. Whether you're deep into psych rock or just enjoy the weird thing Aussies are doing lately in the music scene, leave New Zealand out of it though, leave them out of it, I suggest you check out this record. It's pretty fun, it's pretty easy to get through. I think it'll give you a surprise here and there, and I mean, don't you want to be the person listening to psychedelic porn crumpets? I think you do. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Brett. I'll see you guys around the pond. Links and stuff for this album and group down below. Great Father's Day gift. Give them some psych rock. Make them believe in drugs again. I'll see you guys around. Thanks.